Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Basement Show with Mr. Nast. Tonight is our annual Friday night movie night segment. Joining me tonight is Miss Andrea.
Hi guys, happy to be here. Another exciting night.
Yes, so hopefully we get more people to jump in tonight. I know it's a Friday night, people like to be out and about, but we're here to have some fun, and we hope people will want to join us as well. And in case you missed the intro, tonight is our second part of our famous Disney night that people raved about a couple weeks ago. So, good evening, Curtis. Thanks for popping in.
Hi Curtis. Should be a fun night. Disney gets a lot of traction and we love talking about it as much as our viewers love listening and participating. So looking forward to our discussion.
Yep. So we'll wait a couple minutes to see if anyone else wants to jump in and join us. Plus, we're also waiting on Mr. Simmons to join us as well, and hopefully at some point, Mr. Russo. I know Sam said he's running a little bit behind schedule as usual, but that's okay. Like I said, it's a Friday night. We understand people have plans. I understand as well. So you just popping in. Make sure you say hello so we know that you're in the chat. So, all right. Should we get started? Or you want to wait a minute or two?
Well, let's go ahead and dive in. We're pretty much resuming where we left off last Disney night. We stopped just before we were going to talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So today, that's the movie that we're going to start with. One of my favorites, and I know when I say that I have a lot of favorites, but this one is just, it's one of those that's just too good to not include in the list of favorite movies.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's been a couple years since I've seen it, but it was one of my favorite movies growing up. I thought Christopher Lloyd, who plays the villain in the movie, actually did a very good job as a villain.
Mm.
But like the storyline behind it, like they're trying to find out who framed, like basically a cartoon rabbit, just to find out that it was his wife or girlfriend. I don't know what you would call Jessica in that movie, but the movie, I guess, received really like rave reviews back then, being like an animated live action type movie.
And I liked how well they incorporated the live action and the animation with it being made in the 80s. You know, like it just blows me away that they were able to pull that off and have it look as good as it did.
Yeah. I mean, you had Rob Haskins as Eddie Valiant, who is Roger Rabbit's, like, I guess, detective that he hires or whatever. So, and then Charles Fleischer, I don't know if I've ever heard of him before, but he apparently was the voice of Roger Rabbit. So, like, it's just I don't know, bounce around comedy type movie, but it had funny parts, but then it also had some of the more, I guess, serious parts in it as well.
One of my favorite scenes in the movie was when they were at the bar and Eddie Valiant just starts singing and dancing and he's beating up the goons, and it's fun. You know, it's a wholesome, fun, but yet somewhat of a serious movie. You know, like Disney did a really good job highlighting the different themes rather than just say, oh, this is a straight comedy. You know, you had bits where it was a drama at one point and it's a comedy at another, it's a romance at the next scene, you know. So they were just able to gather every movie genre pretty much possible back then and just combine it into one film.
Yeah, I pretty much nailed it on the head. I mean, there's a couple quotes. I used to be able to do the old Christopher Lloyd voice when he's during the warehouse towards the end of the movie, and like, you know who framed your brother? It was me. And I used to be able to do that like perfectly down to a T. Like, I sounded just like him and all that. But as I've gotten older, it has slipped away from me. But in another part that I always used to laugh is when Eddie Van goes in the elevator, and the elevator guy's in there going down, sir. And the elevator drops, and then it flies back up. Like, it was definitely one of the movies I watched many times as a kid.
Yeah, I liked the part where they needed to get somewhere and they grabbed like the sticker and threw it on the brick wall, and they're like, "You just drive through here."
Yep.
And that just makes me laugh because, like, how convenient would that be in today's life to just have a sticker that you can throw on a wall and it just takes you to where you need to be.
And then, yeah, because they also put it against the wall, like you could punch into the wall, like grab something out of it. Pretty bizarre for its time period, that's for sure. And you figure at the box office, it looks like it made $351 million.
It's not bad for a movie in the 80s.
No. I mean, it was. Then looking at this, it says it was also adopted from Who Censored Roger Rabbit, so they kind of changed the title around a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah, and I was reading that this movie is considered the turning point of Disney. They said the films up until this one just weren't performing well, and then Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out, and it was like the turning point of the Disney's now making like incredible movies.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, it turns 35 years old this coming June.
It's crazy because I remember, I grew up watching this movie with my family, and it's crazy that it's 35 years old, but we still watch it.
Well, some movies you can never stop watching as older as they get. You actually want to watch it more because you appreciate it more when you're older.
Now, here's a question that I feel like we should ask during the segment tonight is, should they remake this or should they like remaster it with today's technology?
I wouldn't say remake it. I'd probably agree with the whole remaster into today's technology. I think that would bring it out more, but I don't think you could remake it.
No, and I agree with that because it's just so good, and seeing how it performed well in the 80s, like I don't know that a remake would be as successful.
No, I don't think so neither, because a lot of the people that were in the original one, I feel like have either gotten older, they wouldn't be able to reprise the role good enough, or who would you get to be able to duplicate those type of performances from the original movie? Like, there's some movies you can do it with, but there's other movies like this one, like being almost 35 years old, like you don't have to remake it, but you could just, like you said, refresh it, remodelize it into today's features, and I think it would still do just as well as the original.
Oh, for sure.
But
unless you have anything else to say, I think we move on to the next movie that came out the same year in 88.
Here's Mikey.
Woo, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, look, I'm in a bad mood. So.
Well, we just talked about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So.
What are your thoughts on that movie, Mike?
I like that movie a lot. I thought Bob Hoskins really carried the movie, considering he was basically just looking at green tennis balls to know where to act and where to say his line. I thought he did an amazing job with that. It was very good. It's awesome. I really like that. Kind of groundbreaking too.
Yeah, and that was something that I brought up that I read, was that this movie was considered the turning point for Disney. They said, like, after this movie was made, Disney just got better and better, and where Disney incorporated the live action with the animation just was like a total turning point to Disney to move onward and upward. Awesome.
Oh, I gotta turn off my peanut butter boxes here thing.
Okay.
Have you seen that Chewy commercial, John?
No, not yet.
Andrew?
With the dog food stuff, right?
It's with the peanut butter. He's like, the peanut butter box is here, right? I love that commercial. And I made it my, so I made it my, what do you call it? My message warning. It goes, peanut butter box. Sorry. Okay, never mind.
Now, before we start the next movie, Andrew actually had brought up a good question about this one. Would you try to remake it, or would you just remaster it to meet today's standards?
Which movie?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Nope, don't make another one.
But would you remaster it?
I guess for today's audience, being so in love with 4K stuff, yeah, to bring in a new audience, that may bring in a new audience to having it. Yeah, yeah.
I said the
Yes.
same thing. I think it's hard to remake something like that because one, like a lot of these people who were in the original are older or not longer with us. So you got to think who would be able to reprise these roles and do just as good doing it. I don't think you could.
No, I don't think they should make another one. I don't know how, if Andrew, you feel that you would like another one.
No, I feel like just them remastering it with today's technologies would be the most beneficial.
There we go. Andrew agrees with me. That's what I think. What do you think, John?
No, I think just remastering it would refresh a lot of people's memory of the movie. Plus, it would bring a newer audience, like Andrew says, because then people who watched it as a kid now can introduce it to their families and stuff like that. So,
Not to mention, Disney will hype that and promote that out the wazoo.
Oh yeah.
Well, it made 350 in the box office, 350 million in the box office. So it blew people away.
Against what budget?
70 million.
That's pretty good.
I would say that's a successful movie. That's all. But Andrew had your next movie in line, so.
Oliver and Company. And the only thing I remember about Oliver and Company is there was a cat and there was a dog. That's about as good as my knowledge gets with this one.
Master Chief. What about you, Mike? What about Oliver and Company do you remember? I don't remember much.
Don't remember it at all. If I saw a picture, maybe.
Well, unfortunately, I can't pull pictures in the chat.
I'm sorry, Andrea.
Sorry. So this one, like just what I was reading on it, the reason most people don't remember this movie is because it was shadowed by The Land Before Time. The Land Before Time came out the same exact time frame as Oliver and Company. So not a lot of people rushed out to go see Oliver and Company, where they rushed out to go see The Land Before Time.
I'm on the wiki now. Oh, I remember this picture, so I must have seen it at some point.
Curtis says hello, Mike.
Hey, Curtis, what's up, man? How is Canada?
Canada? Oh, what movie with me?
No, Curtis is from Canada.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the movie. My bad.
I was saying hello. Hey, Curtis, did you ever see the movie Strange Brew? That movie is so good, buddy. I know it's spoofing all the Canadians, but you got to check that movie out if you haven't seen it. Have you guys ever seen that? Strange Brew?
I don't think I have. No.
Doug McKenzie. Okay, never mind.
So good.
It's funny. Ooh, super snowy cold.
Oh, it's snowy here too, Curtis. It's supposed to snow all week.
Oh my God, Curtis, come on. It's all about Canada.
I guess I'll have to look it up too, Mike. I have a long list of movies that's grown that I need to watch. So
Write it down.
I still have 2 movies I gotta watch for Andrea. So
all right, next movie on our list. We'll have more to talk about because who doesn't know this movie? The Little Mermaid. They have a new live action coming out. I know there's a lot of hate with this one, but I think it's going to be good. I liked the original animated movie. I thought it was cute. The music's fun. It was just one of those, like, you either love it or you hate it. There's really like no in between with this one. And honestly, like as a kid, it wasn't my favorite, but now that I'm grown and I've got like kids of my own, it's actually a really good, cute animated movie.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite character from it was Sebastian. I always liked the lobster for some reason. So
You're talking about Little Mermaid, right?
Yeah.
Love that movie. That movie was great.
One of my daughter's favorite movies, and she wants to see the new live action one. And we went on a Little Mermaid 100 times at Disneyland. Wow.
I mean, Sebastian is also my favorite from The Little Mermaid, and I love his songs. Under the Sea is probably my favorite Little Mermaid song. I can sing that 100 times and never get tired of it.
I love that entire soundtrack.
Hmm.
He's going to kiss the girl, like that song.
Kiss the girl.
The play is really good too. My kids at school did the play and it was really fun. And it's just a movie, like no matter what, whether it's the book, the movie, the play, live action, it's gonna be a good one.
There is Curtis, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Little Mermaid. Awesome.
Now, if you were in Ariel's predicament and you were head over heels with this guy and you wanted to be a human, would you give up your voice for feet?
Give up my voice for feet. I mean, if it meant being with somebody that was a true love of mine, then yeah, you gotta make the sacrifice you gotta make to be with somebody.
What about you, Mike?
I can't sing now, so I would, you know, so
So we'll take it that you rather have your feet over your voice.
yeah, it'll just be the same as it is now.
You know, I don't know what I would do because part of me is like, oh, I'm with John, and if it's my true love, then I'm gonna do whatever I have to do. But part of me is like, you don't experience love at first sight, but then that's lying because how I met my husband was love at first sight, you know?
Or would he do the same for you, Andrea?
Probably.
No, I figured so.
Five behind you, right? Or is he in the other room?
He's over there.
I mean,
Mr.
it's
Evil,
only right?
Mr. Evil Queen. I was just wondering if you get feet.
He probably would. He's a nice overall guy.
Oh,
other
Morgan!
than-
Morgan. She only says
Hi,
hi to you, though.
Morgan. Morgan, we're talking about the Little Mermaid.
Well, you gotta, now that you said that and she's in the house, you gotta pause for a minute and let Morgan go off because this is her favorite movie.
That's true.
Ursula is probably my favorite of the Disney villains.
Really?
I thought she was fun.
So now I'm
Morgan-
taking the place of Sam. I'm eating on camera.
Well,
I'm
Sam's waiting
sure.
for us to
I was
kinda
gonna
like,
say, I'm sure if Sam was here, he'd be eating too.
it's the red hair thing.
Morgan, would you give up your voice for feet?
Come on, Morgan. We're waiting. Whole country. waiting.
Time is money. I'm just kidding.
You guys can't really see my background, but cute, huh?
Bueller.
I'm too mad. Oh, Morgan.
Put that up.
Mike, I'll put you on full blast for that one. So,
That's awesome.
especially not at 16.
Oh my God, this is even better. Well,
Now, what you said they're making a live action one of this. I'm kind of
Yeah,
curious.
it's,
wait. Andrea said there was a live play version, right?
Yeah.
Have you
There's
seen
like-
it?
Uh-huh.
Is it good?
Oh, it's really good.
I just wanted to go back to that real quick.
But yeah,
So
there's
was-
a live action John that's coming out next year, and I want to say, and I might be wrong, is Halle Berry.
I'm gonna look it up right now for you.
Look at Morgan, Andrew. What's up with that?
I liked it live. I thought it was cute, but I mean, it was put on by a high school, so
And yes, you're right. Haley Berry will play Ariel. Jonah Hall King plays Prince Eric. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula.
yeah.
Don't know about that one. Okay.
But no, my husband's school that he used to teach at, they had a Broadway amphitheater, and every so often they would do the Little Mermaid on Broadway, and we never personally got to see it, but it was like the most talked about show that they've ever performed there, and everybody absolutely loved it. And it was like actual Broadway stars coming to Little Utah to
John,
do
ban that dude.
Broadway.
I know, I'm trying.
I love Morgan's comment though. Sorry, can't remake an underwater movie.
She's not lying though. You really can't.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work.
So Ariel has 6 toes. What happens when she gets feet and looks at them at the original? I mean, good point.
All five fingers.
Oh, my daughter killed me.
Depends. I guess it depends on how you want to look at that. Honestly.
Well, I got to
Yeah.
ask you guys a question. Recently, I read something that Little Mermaid's got sexual overtones or something like it skews toward adults at one point. I don't remember this movie ever enacting adult memories to me. Has anyone heard that? Or just me?
Probably just you.
I mean, I want to say I've read that, but I don't know that I see that in the movie.
It was something to do with, oh man, was it When She Got Legs? I forget. I gotta look it up.
Harry Bailey has 6 toes. Wait, what? She does? That's weird. Interesting.
Hello. Awkward silence. Got meat chocolate and French fries.
I'm
just reading the
trying to,
comment.
yeah, I'm trying to comprehend that too. Like, how does that work? 5 on one foot, 1 on the other, 3 on each
Yeah,
feet.
I mean, I guess you Photoshop a toe off. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. So
Peanut butter boxes here.
Um.
I'm gonna look that up.
Well,
yeah. I'm curious now.
Little.
oh,
6 on each.
French, but okay, that makes more sense.
I'm counting my fingers and imagining them as toes. Like, where do you fit a 6th toe at? If you have
I
that?
do actually know somebody that has 6 toes. They had one toe that was like, it looked like this, and it was 2 separate toes, but they were like that.
Okay. The only thing that comes up is everyone's giving Disney crap about putting a black woman in as to play the title character.
Yeah, everybody is mad about that, but the way I see it is, whoever wants to play the character and gets cast for it, let them play the character.
Yeah, I don't care. Why do you care, people? Why do you care? Halle Berry's a great actress. She makes it her own. It's going to be great. Come on.
No,
and she can sing.
Give me a break with people.
I'm just confused on how someone has 6 toes. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll drop it.
Hey, John, I only have 6 or something.
6 hours.
That's better. That's a better response.
So, since we already know that they're doing a remake, but let's pretend that they weren't, would you guys want to see a remake, like an animated remake, or would you want just to see the original get remastered 4K quality?
Again, I like the original Disney as they were, so I was just gonna keep saying remastered. I mean, there are some movies that you can remake to make it more modernized, but like Morgan said, you can't really redo an underwater movie. Like, how is this going to be filmed?
It's true. This article from the Daily Target, it's about like it's regressive the way that like she acts like a girl, be a lady, wear a dress, love a man, be as pretty as a princess. It's like kind of like it's a little take at Disney that they do that a lot with their princesses.
Well, that's pretty much what Morgan just said. Everything has been about black, white, whatever. It's all about where they are from. I can care less, but she's an older woman playing a 16-year-old. So yeah, if you're gonna make a live action movie about someone who's like 16 in the movie, then try to star someone who's around that age. Halle Bailey's 3 times that age. Like, she still looks good for her age. Don't get me wrong, but like it's hard to portray someone that old playing someone so young.
True.
Fair point.
They were making a general thing about Disney, but then it came down as they're saying it's the most blatantly sexist film Disney has ever produced, The Little Mermaid.
Wow.
I just don't know about that.
Well, who would have known they would have made Winnie the Pooh a horror movie?
They accuse the Ursula character of being the embodiment of internalized misogyny. She's the embodiment of that.
Well, it is Melissa McCarthy, so.
Guys, if there's anything else in here. It says Ariel's story is a tragedy, not a fairy tale. Well, I'm not looking up any more stuff. That's depressing. All right.
Well, we found out last time we talked about Disney that every single Disney movie has some type of criticism attached
Well,
to it. So
You remember now they make a big deal out of Bambi that about her mom getting killed, and like that's traumatic to kids. I never thought that when I saw that movie. I'm like, oh darn, her mom got shot. That's sad. I never started reading into it, going, hey mom, this deer died, and the deer daughter. I would never go like that. I would never tell my parents that at my age. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Why would I tell them? I'm sorry. I got off the topics. I'm sorry.
I didn't know this. Can anyone relate?
What?
Well,
Fact check that, Mike.
Okay, I'm on it.
Well, Mike do the dirty work.
I mean, I trust Morgan. I really do. Morgan's really knowledgeable when it comes to Disney, but
No,
that is really interesting.
No, I don't have to look it up. I trust Morgan too. I mean, we don't have to.
Okay.
I just don't like how she's talking about the. All right, I know what she's talking about because I read that when I was looking up the controversy. The original poster has an issue. They have an issue with that. So I don't. All I know is they have an issue with it. There's something hidden, penis. I don't know. There's something hidden on it. So I'm gonna look it up.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
A little.
Low penis, what?
There it is.
Mike, you go to his browsing history later. What the hell was I looking at?
Oh my god! Could you imagine if the FBI came in here?
Little Mermaid penises.
They were like, I know penises, Little Mermaid, massaging. I mean, I would go to prison right now.
Oh man,
Jail time, man.
it's hilarious. The towers are actually penises.
Yeah.
Okay then. Moving on.
Wait, so it got its first poster. What does that even have to do with this? Whoa.
The look on your face.
Okay, never mind.
First time Mike's ever seen one.
I love you, John. That's awesome. Okay, we can move on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. Nothing to see here.
The next movie on the dock is Disney's first sequel, The Rescuers Down Under.
Right there. Morgan is going to end the conversation.
I can read.
All right.
What was the first sequel? I'm sorry.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Rescuers. I haven't seen the sequel.
I don't think I've seen the sequel. Looking at the poster, I don't think I've seen that.
I have seen the second one, but I love the first one much more than the second one. But the second one was not bad, but it doesn't hold up to the original. For me.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm looking at the poster. I don't think I've seen that one either. I remember the original, but not this one.
However, because of this movie, Disney started, and I don't know if you guys remember, but when sequels were like a thing, they never were in theaters. They went straight to DVD or VHS. And it was because of the sequel. I guess it just didn't do well enough in the box office that Disney's like, maybe we ought to just have sequels go straight to video.
I mean, it's kind of smart to do it that way if you think about it.
Mike, you're muted.
I know.
Instead of wasting all the money to like promote it, put it in the theaters like that, they knew it's not going to go well. Why not just do a direct-to-video release? And it actually nowadays has saved a lot of franchises from having that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I can't talk if I stop the camera.
You should be able to.
It says you can. It says you're in
Can
the
you hear
stream.
me?
Yeah, we can show you.
All right. I don't want to eat in front of everybody.
It's all right. As long as we can still hear you. You're good.
Now we're getting into the 90s. DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
I like
Never
both those movies. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I love both those movies.
Never seen the movie. I always watch the TV show though. Oh wow! Yeah.
Have you
I
learned
got
to
a
read?
picture from
John.
Kevin with the whole little movie thing.
So you do not know how to read yet, John? Is that why?
I don't read to begin with, so you know that.
You'll have to send me that image, John.
Okay.
Yeah, so the note that it says on this movie is nobody remembers this movie, and we don't know how Disney came up with the film.
Which one?
DuckTales, the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought
I
there was
mean,
2 movies. Didn't they have 2
Looking
movies?
at the
thought they had
picture,
two.
it looks like
Okay,
it's a
Morgan.
play on Indiana Jones.
I personally couldn't even tell you that they made a DuckTales movie. Like I said, I always used to watch the TV show as a kid. But DuckTales, what?
Yeah, I actually didn't hear about DuckTales until a couple years ago. It was a show that my husband grew up on. I didn't grow up on it. And when Disney Plus came out was probably when I first ever heard of DuckTales.
Interesting. But yeah, I'm looking at that movie poster now. It definitely does look like Indiana Jones.
Hey,
Hi, Kelsey.
Kelsey!
didn't they? Never mind.
But I think it's funny that the
What's up,
note
Kelsey?
specifically says we have no idea how Disney came up with the idea for this film, but it's clear they were inspired by Indiana Jones.
Didn't
Yeah.
they make 2 movies or just the one?
I think they made 2, if I remember right, because I want to say we might have talked about one of the DuckTale movies last time.
We did talk about throwing John off a cliff into pennies,
Yep,
into hard coins to see what happens.
I do remember that. You're right.
Moving on to my birth
Guys,
year.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
Christopher
trying to,
Lee was in that one too. Wow.
But yeah, we're getting into my birth year. A tale as old as time.
what year were you born in?
91.
Boo.
Beauty and the Beast.
Another classic.
This one is so good as a Broadway show. So good.
Isn't that Morgan's marriage?
It worked. Wow. If
Is
she
that bad?
attacked,
Andrea,
if
did I
she
say that?
attacks
Was
you,
that
my
too
God,
bad?
I'm not protecting you.
No.
I
However,
was trying to make her laugh, but she's gonna be mad at me. You watch.
all right on Kelsey.
1990.
Beauty and the Beast exceeded
Wait.
over 500 million in the box office.
Kevin, don't kill me, buddy. Kevin's ready to kill me. I love you, Kevin.
What I liked about Beauty and the Beast is
Did you like both of them, Andrea? Did you like the live one with
I did.
with Emma Watson?
I did.
I like that one.
But what I really liked about the Beauty and the Beast is it really taught the kids don't judge a book by its cover. And I really like they made a whole movie about that. Like you can't judge somebody just based on their appearance.
Yeah.
And I like
Sure you can.
um,
Children run from me all the time.
I mean, I like that Belle has her reading knowledge and, she reads about these situations in storybooks. So when she meets the Beast, she's not scared because she's thinking about, oh, I've read this in the book once. And then it turns out that he's this handsome prince. And she's like, it's just like the books I've been reading.
Yeah.
Yes,
you got-
the library.
Then you got a little teapot that can be our guest. Ugh.
Cogsworth
you
is
ask-
my favorite. Cogsworth and Lumiere.
Yeah. If you ask me, Be Our Guest is probably one of the most, if not most recognized Disney song that ever came out.
What song?
Agree. Be my
Be Our
guest.
Guest.
Monster Mash? Oh, just our guess. All right.
No, Be Our Guest.
Yes. Be
Be
our
our guest.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Try gray stuff. delicious. That doesn't rhyme.
I want a library like the one. Oh, absolutely. Everybody wants to.
What?
No, Morgan's correcting me. It's okay.
Mrs. Potts saying Beauty and the Beast.
Gotcha. But
That gave me chills when the actress came out on the stage and sang that. I can't remember for what anniversary, maybe the 30-year anniversary. And she just came out on stage and I got the chills because it's so iconic and she's such a great singer. And I want to say the actress had just recently passed, if I remember correctly. But
well, I saw
Go ahead, John.
No, I was just since we were talking about old actresses coming out and singing their songs. If I'm not mistaken, I think the one who was Oreo in the original Little Mermaid recently just surprised someone at their wedding and sang "Under the Sea" at their wedding for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Could be wrong. I have to look.
I'm sorry, I have no insight. Goodbye again.
Wait, you never watched Beauty and the Beast, Mike?
I loved it. I loved the
animated
said, one.
Yeah, I was like, he said that. He said he loved the animated and he really enjoyed the live action.
No, I'm a big. When I saw Harry Potter, it's like I started watching everybody else's movies and everything that came out, like all of them. So I've gone back to watch older movies that they were in before they like really made it or were just making it. So that's how I found like information. You know what I mean? The stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like other projects they've done.
I personally haven't watched the whole live version of it yet. I have to. I mean, I've been told I have to. I mean,
John that asks is back.
I'm getting tired of this. I don't know where they're coming from or what, but I can only block them so many times.
Andrew, you seem mad at me tonight.
Oh, I'm just tired. I've had a rough couple days at work.
Oh, I thought
it's like it's taken like an emotional toll on me, but I'm trying to have fun tonight because like I love talking Disney and movies.
Well, it's tough when you're carrying triplets, you know. So.
I mean, my friend's pregnant with twins any day now, so.
Wow.
My poor twin sister has been in labor since Tuesday.
Wait, you have an identical twin sister?
Fraternal, but yeah.
Fraternal. That's awesome, though. Like when you think a thought, does she think a thought?
Sometimes.
Do you guys use powers for good, or are you the Empire?
It depends. I mean, we didn't look enough alike to trade places or anything like that or fool anybody, but yeah. Hi, Sam.
Oh, great. Yeah. This dick's here.
Whoa. Watch it.
Sam,
I love you, Sam.
We're talking about
I love you, Sam.
I love Beauty and the Beast.
Morgan, I agree. Yeah, they were going to induce her today and then decided that they were just going to let her go home again. And if she's still pregnant Monday, they'll take the baby out. My poor sister, Sam, twin sister over here, has been in labor since Tuesday.
Ooh.
I mean, I was stubborn myself. I was 26 days late, and I turned out fine.
What the F? She's been in labor since last June?
Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Okay. That's a long time.
She's miserable, and every time she goes to the doctor, they're like, let's get you comfortable. We'll check you every 5-10 minutes. And then finally she's just like, I'd rather just be home if nothing's happening.
Why won't they induce her? I think that would help her if they would do that.
Yeah, her doctor's not comfortable, I guess, until Monday. And I'm like, well, what's 3 days gonna, what difference is 3 days gonna make? It's her third, Morgan.
Well, Beauty and the Beast went to baby talk. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, Sam, your thoughts on Beauty and the Beast?
Love it. One of my favorites.
Animated or live action?
See, I'm gonna have to go with the original, just because it's the original. But I think that the live action was very well done. Um,
Peebo, welcome Julie to our stream, for God's sakes.
Hi, Jolie.
Hi, Julie.
There we go.
I think that was one of my more out of all of the live actions that they've
Live
done, that's one of my
actions.
favorites. That's one of my favorite newer live actions. I think Emma Watson did an amazing job as Belle.
So,
Great voice. She's a great actress. But I'm sorry, you just can't
Love you, Morgan. Love you.
just can't beat Angela Lansbury as Mrs. Potts.
yeah, we were talking about her and
And
how
may she rest in
just-
peace. But definitely one of my favorites.
I think a lot of people like Beauty and the Beast. I haven't watched the live action one I was saying, but
It's good.
So to ask a question about this one rather than remake or remaster, what would you do if you had a guy like Gaston chasing you and you were Belle? Would you shoo him off like Belle does, or would you welcome that attention and be like,
Or
oh,
would you
somebody's paying attention to me?
Or you would get an assault weapon, possibly kill you.
What would you guys think you would do in
Um,
Belle's situation?
I'm from Texas, so I come from the land where Dad is sitting on the porch with the shotgun, cleaning the
what?
shotgun. He wouldn't be around too much longer.
No one cares, Sam. All right, let's move on. Sorry, Sam.
You know
What about you, John? What about you, John? If you were
Oh,
At
no,
least
Belle?
I'm showing my face.
I mean, it'd be tough. I'd probably have to. I don't know. I'd see who could win the battle for me. I'd have both of them fight for me.
Yeah, I don't eat on camera, Sam. That's why my picture's there, unlike you.
For me, just because I am a girl and I wasn't like the most popular person ever, I think I'd welcome the attention, but like I think I would get really tired of it really quick.
Yeah, most girls do. They want to just fight for one. Oh, we lost Sam.
Sam,
Sam,
you're
come
not
back.
there, Nick.
I wasn't being that angry at you. Come back. There he is.
It kicked me out for some reason.
No, I kicked you out.
Mike
Why did
kicked
you do
out.
that, Mike?
I did not do it. I'm just joking. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
There you are.
I didn't do it.
Fight night, children.
Somebody's got the stream on in the background.
Yeah.
And you can hear it, just FYI.
Not me. Sam's going again.
Ha ha! This time I kicked him.
Be
Mike.
nice.
I love Sam, but when he comes back, he's gonna be really mad at me.
Oh, just tell me your finger slipped.
Okay. What's the next movie?
No, Heather, Sam's not.
I need Sam back for this one.
I'm playing a joke, Heather. It's gonna be a bad joke when Sam comes back.
Yeah, well, if he comes back. It's the time period women get married and have kids. They don't have walls. Bella's a dreamer and loves books and has ideas. She was ahead of her time. That one
Hey,
was
Sam.
like,
100% Morgan.
I did that one, Sam. It's gonna be funny. I'm sorry. I love you. Please don't hate me.
Sam, I told him that I needed you for this next movie.
That's why I'm shaking my head at you, Mike.
I know you hate me, Sam. I'm sorry.
Okay, John, this one is my all-time favorite Disney movie,
all right.
Aladdin.
Oh, Aladdin's a great movie. Again, haven't seen the live action version, but the animated version was amazing.
I seen the live action, and I know why a lot of people did not like it. I enjoyed it. Definitely not my favorite of the live actions, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. Nobody can ever replace Robin Williams as the genie. I think Will Smith did an admirable job. Wasn't great, wasn't perfect, but he did it well, and it was fun, and I liked his take on it. But Robin
He wa-
Williams and the animated genie,
I agree.
phenomenal.
Will
See,
Smith.
a lot of people were
Not
like, Will Smith can't be Robin Williams. You can't do that. And I'm like, I don't want Will Smith to be Robin Williams.
He
I-
needs to be as yeah.
I wanted.
Exactly.
I was sitting there going, I am not going to grade Will Smith's job as the genie based on how well he did compared to Robin Williams.
For sure.
How well did he do as Will
As
Smith?
Yeah.
Not as Robin Williams, but as Will Smith. And I thought he did, like you said, an admirable job. It wasn't the perfect job, wasn't? But you can't always blame him. It's director, how the director wants things too. So it's not always the actor. But
You could blame Reese Hoskins. I knew John was starting on.
But I thought the live action Aladdin movie was good. I thought they had a good cast for Aladdin. They had a good cast for Jasmine. My biggest complaint about the live action Aladdin was Jafar.
Oh, 100%.
That's all I'm gonna say. My
I
biggest
agree.
Jafar was horrible.
How do you have hand grenades? Like, I'm totally confused.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have to see it, John.
Okay.
It's true. No, but for me it was the voice.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the look was fine. It was the voice. It was that high pitched voice.
I thought they made him too sexy looking, I guess, because like in the animated movies, Jafar is intimidating, and live action Jafar is just another guy to look at, like good looking dude.
Fair enough.
Yo, Andrew's husband. Be worried.
Mike's
But
kidding.
yeah, so
Just kidding,
the
just
animated
kidding.
movie, I just love everything about it. I love Abu. I love the diamond in the rough. You've got Aladdin, who's this poor kid, and growing up poor. This movie really resonated with me. Like, I knew what it was like to. I mean, I wouldn't say that we didn't have we weren't in like Aladdin's like poor situation, but like we didn't have a lot growing up. And I think that's one of the reasons why I really love this movie, because like you see his struggle and the fact that he gets in trouble for just trying to steal bread,
To survive.
But it's still an overall fun movie. Like he finds the lamp, he gets Genie, and I love that Aladdin sticks with his promise. He's gonna wish and free Genie. He doesn't even think. I mean, he does think about himself, but he's like, no, I made a promise and I have to keep to it.
I mean, it took a lot for him to get to that point, but yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. Like, some of these Disney movies showed value. They taught kids, like, oh, like Beauty and the Beast, you don't judge a book by its cover. Aladdin, you don't always get what you want, and when you do, there's consequences. Like Genie always says, like, magic comes with a price, and when you're making your wishes, you have to be completely clear on what you want. My favorite song in Aladdin is Ali Ababwa, Prince Ali. Love it. Love it. I love that Abu turns into an elephant. Like, that's just iconic. Now, Sam, you've seen the live action. When they did this song in the live action, did you hate that they dragged that on when they were trying to get to the castle and they're just singing, and then like Genie just pauses the song until the Sultan grants permission? Bless you.
Yeah, because it was in the original in the animated version. You get the song and then they're in the palace and we move on.
Yeah, this one,
one,
they wait. They like I just don't like that they like stopped mid song and they're just
Yeah.
holding a note and then they're all staring at the Sultan to just signal him in. But in the animated movie, Abu just bust through the gate.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't waiting for no Sultan.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's hard to really compare anime and live action because I haven't seen the live action, but I'm learning a lot. So,
Okay, sorry, getting my list back up.
Everybody talk now. Everybody talk now.
Okay, you guys find a magic lamp and you're granted 3 wishes. What is one wish that you would make?
pay off all my debt.
Yep.
Make Sam an Eagles fan. Make Sam an Eagles fan.
Wow.
Nope.
But
You know, Jeannie would use that against you and make Sam a fan of Eagles and not the Eagles football team.
That'd be hysterical. That'd be hysterical. And then it'll backfire also, and I'll be a Dallas fan.
now
And
I'll
not the
just
football
on you too,
team.
Mike.
Just the city.
Just this city. You guys are great.
No, but mine would be pay off all my debt first,
Mm.
and then take care of my family second.
Um,
And then if I had said a genie fee, I guess that would be the third one. So
Sit outside
I want to
of the
win.
building, like
I want to win I want to win the Powerball.
Sorry, there's sirens outside. I'm just trying to figure out if it's in our parking lot or if it's like down the road somewhere.
You guys better not have swatted her.
no.
They have friends coming to my house right now from our Little Mermaid discussion.
Oh yeah, they're coming after me. Tell the police they have the wrong address in the wrong state.
Hi, Curtis.
Brothers.
No,
But
I
did
didn't do anything. I didn't do anything this time. Not a single thing. I didn't do it the first time. I only did it the second time. I didn't
John,
do
was
it
that
this
you?
time.
Nope.
I didn't do it. Sam, I didn't do anything that time.
God gummit, Mike.
I didn't do it. I swear to God. I did not do that.
My hand is nowhere near my computer.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't do it this last time. I didn't do it the first time. I only did it the second time. I don't know why it keeps taking you out of here.
Okay, so Sam and John would pay off debt. Mike would wish Sam was an Eagles fan. I think I would have to wish for a house for my family. I mean, I like my apartment, but I would like a house.
Should be paying coins for the lion.
You know what, Curtis? You're correct. That should be happening right now.
I'm staying out of that one.
Did not know that, Morgan. That's awesome.
See from Full House. Oh, I know. Okay, I remember who that was. Interesting.
Next movie is The Lion King. Man, we're getting in some really good movies tonight.
That movie was
The
the
90s,
absolute.
Disney in the 90s was just a whole nother level.
Lion King is one of my favorite movies of all time.
We're
I
getting
love
into
that
the
movie.
golden age of Disney.
I
Mm.
love that movie.
No?
You know what? That was the last movie that my family, my aunts, uncles, all of us, before we moved, that was like the last time the 25 of us went to a movie. Was Lion King.
25?
Yeah. We used to watch a movie. We'd go over to my grandparents and we'd watch it. Usually Black Friday. It's Christmas. Wait. Christmas weekend. Sorry. There we go. We go to a movie, I think on the night of the 23rd, I think. Still,
So,
it was the first last time my family was together, so I have fond memories.
Not bad. Not
Julie
bad.
would wish for a house in Vermont with a breathtaking view.
Yeah, Joey's obsessed with Vermont lately.
Vermont is very beautiful.
Hey,
Never been there.
Julie, I'll buy the house next to you, and you can take in the view of my awesomeness.
All right, so
Alright.
The Lion King. The idea for Lion King actually happened during the production of Oliver and Company, and
Another good one.
and they were discussing about naming it King of the Jungle, and it was meant to be a documentary style film with no dialogue. I'm thankful they did not go that route because
I agree. I
I
agree.
don't know that it would have fared well at all had they not.
So I think
Wow.
you did mention that on Trivia Night movie, if I remember correctly. It's very interesting.
And what movie was it that they have the fur of Scar? Like the whole pelt? There's a Disney movie that they have it. And it makes me laugh.
Trying to remember.
Hercules. Thanks,
Yeah.
Morgan.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
like, it's on the tip of my
Hercules,
tongue.
wearing it.
Hercules.
He was wearing it in Hercules.
Mhm.
Hercules was wearing it in when he was being painted.
Oh,
Okay, so
look
let's talk about The Lion King other than everybody loved it.
at that guy.
Um,
I'm living in a warehouse. That's me. Living in a warehouse.
Timon and Pumbaa were a large part of this movie, and they're probably the best characters of the film, arguably.
Timon and Pumbaa are by far the best parts of that movie.
I resonate with
100%.
Pumbaa.
Oh yeah.
What by Mike?
No, I'll be right back. He's trying to fix his background.
He doesn't like the beach.
Well, when he goes down and comes back in, it always pulls up his actual live basement. He doesn't want people to see it. So
Mine
Okay.
is Disneyland.
Lion King is great. It's a good movie. I think it's one of the first ones I remember watching as a movie as a kid. I have not seen the live action one.
I haven't either, and I don't know that I will.
Yeah, me either.
I've just heard so much negative things about it that I'm just like, it just does not, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy watching anyway.
That one and Lady and the Tramp are two that I just.
Yeah, they're not on my radar. I mean, I might watch them in the future sometime, but like right now, I'm just like, no.
That would be
Okay.
if I'm laying in bed sick for like 2-3 days, and I have literally watched everything else.
Yeah.
Well, there's some movies that seem impossible to make live action movies up.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think like with The Lion King, they get a lot of kickback because they didn't do any of the music. They didn't do any of the fun. You know, and I think that's why it's gotten a lot of negativity on it is people are like, well, that's not anything like the animated. The animated was fun and exciting, and then yeah.
Exactly, Morgan.
Great. Could
Like-
you imagine them having like a live version of The Lion King and they're just going around filming a lion?
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Boring.
I remember when I was in.
No, we lost them.
5th grade. 10th grade. Freshman in college. Doctorate. Master's degree. 1st grade. Kindergarten. Preschool. Your mom homeschooled you. Say something, Sam. Or are you frozen?
Poor Sam.
Or Sam. Putting real animals would be great. They just gotta show a lion and another lion just ripping each other apart. Because that wouldn't traumatize kids.
And you had to have Morgan Freeman narrating.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely. Oh, here we go. The soundtracks are good. You are exactly right, Mrs. Morgan Peak.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard to have original soundtracks come back because you gotta get music permission from the originals, and you have to try to remaster everything up to today's standards. It's a long
Well,
process.
I'll tell you how this is going to date my age, but I have the Lion King soundtrack on vinyl.
Man, might help with you 60.
Sam said he'd be right back. His internet crashed.
I
Okay.
am, no, I'm 52, but I have it on vinyl. I have a couple soundtracks on vinyl.
That's probably definitely one that would be cool to see have on vinyl. I also want to see it on Broadway.
The best thing that I do have though is the original. The best thing was my friend put his laser dick. Dick. I didn't mean to say that. Laser dick. His laser dick.
Look how red
I'm so
I'm
sorry. I'm so
I'm
sorry,
watching
guys.
my background over here.
I'm so sorry. Guys, so I meant. You know, I can't even do it now. Forget it. The story's over. Move on.
Yeah.
I think that
Every time I think of it, I just start laughing, so I can't do it now.
I love you, Mike.
Thank you, Andrea.
All
right. Sorry, my whole computer.
Sam, what did you do? Go offline and pay your cable bill?
No, the apparently my foot hit the Ethernet cable in my
John.
tower and pulled
John,
it
that
out.
dude's back. That dude's back. Get him, John. That dude needs to stop.
I blocked him on YouTube and everything. I don't know why they keep.
Taylor Morgan's there, right
Lion
there.
King is the fourth highest animation movie behind Toy Story 3, Minions, and Frozen.
Hold on a second. I want to address this. What Morgan just said. You want them to remaster the songs, or do you want them to make all new versions of the songs? Morgan, I don't. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. What do you guys think she means? I don't. Until she answers, I don't know.
I think she's talking about the fact that they didn't
Oh, she
when
said
they
here
did
it
the
is. She
yeah.
said remaster. I
When
agree,
they-
Morgan.
did the remake, they didn't do the songs. They didn't remake the songs.
They didn't remaster any of the soundtracks.
Guess not.
They've had to remaster some of them. They
Okay.
didn't remaster that at all.
Now, but before I got cut off, I
You're
took a
saying
trip.
something about when you remembered something.
Oh yeah, you also missed the laser dick story.
When it was the summer after my 8th grade year, and we took a trip to New York, and we went to go see Lion King on Broadway. A very interesting show, to say the least. Because, like you said, having live action animals just doesn't work. And so it's a whole bunch of people dressed up as animals, but you can clearly tell they're people. And so it was just really hard to get that that disbelief in there and go, this is a lion. No, it's not.
Interesting.
Hey guys, Disney is released. Their soundtracks reissued. I don't know if they're remastered. Never mind.
Reissued
They're-
and remastered, two different things.
Yeah, I know. This one they're giving special releases to the vinyl. Like Lilo and Stitch has a blue record inside the blue inside the poster on the outside of the cover, and then the back has the song listings. It's in a they're doing it with the blue. They're also going to be doing it for Bambi and Aladdin as well.
I might have to start collecting vinyl now.
I have a lot of vinyl. But I don't know if you were here though. I do have the Lion King soundtrack on vinyl, Sam. That's how old I am.
Doesn't surprise me.
Of course not.
Why would it?
Just trying to figure out what they're remastering here. They're remastering the 6 That was 3 years ago. Don't listen to me, guys. Just keep continuing. I'm trying to find.
Yeah, what's next?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
This movie didn't even break 100 million.
Which one?
Which is surprising considering how much The Lion
Pocahontas.
King made.
Yeah. And I think that's why, is because Lion King was released the year before, but Lion King was so successful that you would have thought, like, well, Pocahontas is their next big thing. But I don't know. I wasn't too into Pocahontas, to be honest. I liked just the paint with all the colors of the wind. That's pretty much all I remember about Pocahontas.
I mean, pretty much all you need to remember, really. There's a love story involved. She goes with him at the end, but like you said, that song defines the movie pretty much.
Yeah, and it says, like, it's not that the film was bad, it just didn't project well enough. Like, they were expecting Pocahontas to be more successful than The Lion King. So it was really surprising to Disney, at least, when it completely flopped at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
For what it was supposed to be, yeah. But I also feel, as a history teacher who teaches about Pocahontas, having to get my students to realize, you don't take the test thinking that you know what what's what because you saw Pocahontas.
Right.
You know, the historical inaccuracies in that movie are ridiculous. But
and I'm wondering if that's why it didn't do so well, is people are like, this movie is so inaccurate.
Well, yeah, because at that time, people, kids are learning this in school. It's like, that's not what I learned in school. And so, I mean, as a movie, it had some good songs.
Would you want them to, I know they made a sequel, but would you want them to remake the first one if they were given the opportunity, or like maybe make it a little bit more historically accurate? You think doing that?
You don't want it to be more historically accurate. It's not a Disney. Disney could not make a more historically accurate one. It would go past that PG-13 rating. I mean,
so you're calling this Pocahontas Blood and Honey also? We can make this a live action horror movie about Pocahontas. What do you say? We'll go past the PG-13 rating. The next page is a rating horror.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
I mean, living in that time in that area with those people, it was like living in a horror movie. But no, I think there's other movies. I that's not one that I would want them to focus on making a live action of.
I hope they don't, to be honest. It's one of those, it's a hard topic to talk about. It was too hard, like they obviously made a movie, but it didn't do so well. So it's like, they better not think about being like, oh, we're going to make this into a live action.
There's so many better movies that they could make into live action. I mean, and the top of my list is still Treasure Planet.
I like that one.
Treasure Planet and Atlantis. The top two movies that need to be made into live action, but never will, unfortunately.
Morgan's agreeing with the group and saying they should remake it.
Good. Goofy movie is next. I love Goofy movie, and I love that Disney is going back to their classic characters, especially with Goofy, his son Max, Pete. I love Goofy movie. Like, it was just so silly and it's so funny, and it's what Disney movies should be.
It is.
I mean, it came out the same year as Pocahontas, so it was nice that had like the depressing Pocahontas movie to something upbeat and bright as a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie is
I'll just talk like this for a couple minutes if that's okay with everybody.
Goofy movie has always been one of my favorites. My favorite character in that movie was not even one of the main characters. It was one of the random side characters. If you remember at the beginning of the movie when Max is waiting to go in the principal's office and I can't remember his name, but the one who always has the canned cheese.
Yeah.
It's the Leaning
Leaning
Tower
Tower
of
of
Pisa.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite characters. I love that scene. But I think that the only there's so many good scenes. I mean, the whole Powerline scene at the Powerline concert when Max is actually on stage is awesome. And then when they meet Pete and Pete's dad, and they have this small RV, just now it's this big RV.
It's like a freaking mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming pool, billiards table, basketball
Bowling
court
alley,
outside.
Yep.
Well, if you can't
never-
tell, Goofy's my favorite character. So
Yeah, a Goofy movie. It's one of those movies where I actually remember like it was one of mine and my dad's favorites to watch, and and I think that's because like it's about father son, and I was the outdoorsy type. I like to go fishing and all that, so me and my dad really bonded over this movie. I liked where they go to that one place with the possums, and it's just like this possum theme park.
Mm-hmm.
And I
it's been a
like
while
the
since
Goofy
I watched
guys,
the movie, but
And
I got-
Yeah.
Goofy's trying so hard to get Max to enjoy it, and to get Max to have fun, and Max is just like, I don't care.
I mean, and I think it did really well for its time too, because it's like you've got the teenager who's growing up and making unfortunate choices with his friends and gets in trouble, and Goofy's just like, I don't want my son to grow up behind bars, so I'm gonna take him on a family road trip, just me and him, and clear his mind. And
I
like,
mean,
it was
that's a
just
good way
it's
to be a
overall a
parent.
sweet movie. Like Goofy's a single dad, and I think he plays that role really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have to say, I actually enjoyed the sequel better than I did the original, but this is still a really well done movie.
Yeah.
An extremely Goofy movie was good.
I don't think I've seen the sequel. I might have to watch both of them tonight.
Oh, the sequel is really good.
Goofy goes back to college. It's hilarious.
Oh, well, then it should be about me. Believe it or not,
It's
I
good.
have actually 2 full-size plush stars of Goofy as well. I bought one each time I went to Disney. Like I said, obsessed with Goofy. I know I look ridiculous, but I don't care.
Looking
Yep.
good, buddy. Looking good.
You got any thoughts on a Goofy movie, Mike?
Mike's
should
too
be-
old for the Goofy
there
movie.
should- There should be one. Is that what you're asking me?
No, it just do you have any thoughts, like
in general.
in general?
Have they? Oh wait, did they make one? See, I don't know. Did they already make a soundtrack for it? I'm lost. Sorry, I was looking something up. So what happened now? With
What do you think about the movie?
which movie?
A Goofy movie.
Making one or the actual movie that was already made?
The one that
No,
you made.
Yeah.
I have no comments on it.
Wow, Mike.
I've been this whole time I've been looking for remastered Disney things.
He's too busy looking at laser dicks.
Sorry about that again. Sorry.
Yeah,
So
they
I
were little
think
mermaid penises. One of the two.
Yeah, Sam, you missed that.
Oh Lord.
John, send
Andrew,
him
I
the
did send that to you, by the way. I don't know if
I
you saw
know.
it or
Send it to Sam
not. Okay.
so he can see.
Oh Lord.
Send it in now. Hold on. But go ahead, keep talking. I can do both.
The next movie is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is
Yeah.
much better as a Broadway show than it is a movie.
See, never saw the Broadway show. I didn't even know it was a Broadway show.
Yeah, it's a really good Broadway show.
Well, considering I used to get called Quasi back in the day, excellent. But I used to get made fun of because of how well I did it. I don't know if people were just making fun of me because I was special or actually because I did a good job of it. I can't tell, but
You did a good job with it. That's why.
thanks, Mike.
Hunchback of Notre Dame is another really great one. Great music.
Yeah,
One of
this
my
one,
favorite soundtracks.
it was developed with the help of Steven Spielberg, which I didn't know that.
But
Interesting.
just the whole soundtrack, I think, is what the whole soundtrack is just absolutely amazing. There's so many good songs, like a lot of Disney movies, but this one, I think, because it's, I'm trying to remember the name of the song that the priest sings.
How Not to Touch Little Boys. Ask.
Yeah, the song Hellfire. That's what it's called. Hellfire. It's just this really dark tone, opera, almost opera-like sound that just, even to the day, like, I absolutely love it.
Cool.
It's been a while since I've seen this one to actually really sit there and talk about it, but like I said, I used to get harassed because of how well I did Quasimodo, so. Out of Disney movies, like sometimes I'll watch 2-3 times as a kid, but being older now, I haven't gone back and rewatched them. Maybe
Yeah,
I should.
I honestly don't think I've watched it since like
Haven't
the
watched it
first
in
time I
years.
ever watched it. So I just remember when I went and saw it in Broadway that I really loved it. So, and then I made that comment of this is better as a Broadway show than it is a movie.
Unfortunately,
now you got my
it is
Cousin Kelsey
not
one,
still
too.
on Broadway.
What?
But unfortunately, it is not on Broadway anymore.
I'm sure somewhere you can find it in like a theater.
The next movie is a really good one and really fun is Hercules.
Hercules. Nice job, Sam. Nice job.
Hercules is one of the few successful animated Disney movies that has not made it to Broadway. They do not have a Broadway show for Hercules.
This one would be hard to do as a Broadway show, though,
I agree.
because there's just too many different scenes. With a lot of Broadway shows, if you know Broadway and played shows or stage shows, you're limited because of the scenes that you can produce in the background. This is one of there's too many scenes, so you'd have to have it in multiple parts to really get those scenes. But this one is still one of my favorite. It has my all-time favorite song in it from a Disney movie, and that's "I Can Go the Distance."
I played that song in band and I had the trumpet solo and it was like the best thing ever. Like that's my favorite song ever.
See, we did a whole Disney marching show when I was a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
My first ever marching show was called Phantasmic, and it was awesome.
Sounds awesome.
I have no comment for
Lay
this.
down and watch number 2.
Well, you like Hercules, Mike. What you got to say about it?
I love Hercules. I thought it was a great animated film. I don't know.
Now, would you try
I
to
didn't
remake it or put it on Broadway?
You know what? Hercules might be good as a play.
I wouldn't put it on Broadway, but 100% would take the Disney version of Hercules and
Wait.
make it live action.
I would. Okay.
So if it was like a Broadway show, I can see them
Yeah.
not like going eccentric on the backgrounds and just doing like
That's what I mean.
just a background, and then you can interchange it, but not like have like an eccentric set, because that, like Sam said, there's too many different scenes and components that it would just be too hard. But if they can do like just a generic background here, there, everywhere to fit like the scene, then I think they could pull it off.
I think it would work. I meant to say not play, but musical.
Hmm.
So sorry. I will say this, probably against, you guys might not like this, but I was never a big fan of the Hercules soundtrack. So. Not a big fan. Sorry.
No, everyone has their opinion, so.
I think I only like To Go the Distance. Like, if I'm thinking about it, that's the only song that like I really remember from Hercules.
You're right,
That
Kelsey. I have not seen that in forever.
The other good song was
They made this. They made the School of Rock into a Broadway show. That's awesome. I did not know that. Conjunction Junction. What's your function?
Now,
I love those.
isn't I Need a Hero also from Hercules? I Need a Hero? Or is that
Yeah.
something else?
It's Footloose. It's Footloose. I Need a Hero.
But I thought it came from Hercules.
Footloose. Footloose is maybe
no,
before
you're
Hercules
thinking
was.
Zero to Hero.
Zero to Hero, okay.
You're thinking
Which is
Zero
the
to Hero.
sequel. Which is the sequel to this, the Hercules movie, right?
No, that was one of the songs in Hercules. Zero to Hero.
Okay.
The song you're thinking about is in Footloose, like I said.
Okay.
The original Footloose, not that stupid whatever that was remake.
The Kevin
Oh,
Bacon. movie.
speaking of the original Footloose, my uncle's like in the background, and it's funny because he had just like escaped prison, and he's in the background of the movie.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, fun
Okay.
Fun
Pause
fact
Disney
about
talk
me.
story time.
I'm invested now. Go ahead,
He
Andrew.
was in prison?
Yeah, he escaped, I guess, and at the diner scene, like where they start dancing, he's like just eating a cheeseburger in the background, and like every time we watch Footloose and he's around, he always has to comment, and he goes, "That's me in the background." And then he
Is
told us
he-
how like he escaped
is he-
prison and
is he-
everything.
Is he legally free now?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't be talking about this if he wasn't, but like it's just
I was about to
funny
call.
that, like,
I was about to call Unsolved Mysteries
Yeah, right?
on the hotline.
Go watch Footloose. You'll find the escaped prisoner.
What's up? What's up, Prince?
But yeah,
Prince
that
is
was just
here.
kind of funny that Mike had to say Footloose, because I'm like, I remember him, like that interesting tidbit.
Now,
Everybody cut Footloose. See why I can't
Did he
sing?
get caught from being in the movie? Is that how they called him again, or what?
No, I think he turned himself in.
Oh yeah, I was just on a movie set. I figured I'd eat a cheeseburger to come back.
I was hungry.
I'm hungry and you guys don't feed us well. Without the cheeseburger.
But yeah, I think Footloose is actually filmed in Utah.
Love it.
So
She's singing the song Footloose. Nice. And she says to see you, Andrew.
yeah, that interesting tidbit. Anyway, back to
John.
Hercules.
Your boy's on, dude. Look. Say
I
hi to
know.
Prince like I did.
I did. I said, "Hello, Prince."
I hate you.
Okay.
I liked Danny DeVito's character. What was his name
Mhm.
again?
Chiron.
I
Chiron.
liked him.
I don't remember
What?
enough.
And
The
Footloose
goat guy.
No, we're back to Hercules.
Film?
Yeah, what? Hercules, I haven't seen in forever. What are you talking about? Footloose, I probably watch once every day. So
Mike does watch a lot of movies like me, so.
I do like binging certain movies that I watch over and over again at the same time. Like Rogue One, I've watched that back to like 3 times because it's awesome.
Why?
This
You
is an
can probably
incredible movie.
quote it.
I can probably quote it.
You guys can say that for your next Star Wars night. I'll tune in just for that, Mike.
Me and Mike are just acting out the whole movie.
And
That's it, Andrew. That's what
I
we
would
should do.
I would an entire script reading of Rogue One next time you do Star Wars. There's your
You
show.
could like we can have like a muffin come in, like the Death Star comes down or muffin attack, all that stuff. This would be fun.
Dibs on playing Cassian.
Okay, you see where I'm at right now? This is
Yeah.
before the Death Star appears. I'm right now on that beach. The Death Star hasn't gotten here yet. I had nothing to do. That's it.
That's the other
your
question
current-
from Mike.
My current designation is Rogue 69, so I wasn't needed.
That doesn't answer a question, Mike.
Kelsey, be serious. I did do that one time. That joke about I did do the Rogue One thing, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 in a row. But if I binge something, like I binge weird movies for a while, my wife's like, "How are you still watching that?" Like 3 days. It was like I just became obsessed with Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer from the 80s. Yeah, 80s. And I've watched that like probably weeks straight. At least took it an hour and a half of my time to watch that movie. But if I had to, it's something where I was going to binge, like I really love doing the Harry Potters too. I'll watch all of them and then I'll start over again.
That's
like
what I'm
that
doing
stuff.
right now. I'm on Goblet of
Love it.
Fire.
My last binge was actually this past Saturday, and it was Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say
spent-
better have been.
Spent 13 hours at my buddy, or about 9 hours, 10 hours at my buddy's house, binging Lord of the Rings
What's your
extended edition.
Kelsey? What's your show that you binge?
Wait, let's see. I'm gonna take a few guesses. Friends.
That's her movies.
She's
There's
a
a
big
certain-
Friends fan.
So there's a certain TV show that I can probably recite. I'm gonna take a few guesses just because of how certain popular TV shows. I'm gonna go Friends, Big Bang Theory, or How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, I liked How You Met Your Mother.
Those are my 3 guesses, Kelsey. Am I right with any of them?
The Big Bang
If I-
Theory got old for me. It was
If
good
I
for the
share the
first 2
show, you all
seasons.
have a laugh. Well, let's have it. What show, Gus? And I know she
What?
likes Friends, and I will say that.
Come on, Friends over The Office. Come on, The Office is so much more binge worthy.
Oh, The Office is yeah.
love
I
The
didn't like
Office.
it, but I know a lot of people do.
I don't like the one that Gervais did. Ricky Gervais. I like the
I
one that-
couldn't get into
You
that.
mean the Office, the original?
Yeah, the one that came. Yeah.
yeah.
I tried to watch it 3 times so
Darn.
far. I can't get through the first episode. It's just
You
not
mean
funny.
Same.
to me.
mean the British version-
Same.
the British version of
it
The
just-
Office?
Yeah, you can't get into it. Like
just can't.
no matter what I try, like I put it on as like, oh, I'll give it another chance, and I make it maybe 5-10 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't.
Can't do it. It's just not.
I'm binging through How I Met Your Mother right now.
Sam, you have failed.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, during the pandemic, I binge watched Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill.
See, the other series that I binge, I can't. It's tough for me just to sit there for a while. I love Game of Thrones, and I've started it over again.
Yeah.
But it's so tough for me to binge that TV show. I just after like 3 or 4 episodes, I'm like, I gotta take a break.
Kelsey, if it makes you feel any better, the last show I binge watched was Hannah Montana.
Nice, yeah, Full House. Woo!
Oh, Full House is awesome.
Full House.
Good
yeah.
show. Good show.
Mm-mm.
Good show.
Better than Full House.
Fuller House wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
See, nobody's laughing, Kelsey.
I'm laughing. I love Full House. Oh, I see what you meant. Never mind.
No, but the
Who's got 2 thumbs and it's not getting what Andrea's saying? This guy.
the last movie that I binged, just like over and over again, was probably the first Percy Jackson movie. It was literally just in the background for like 4 or 5 days straight as I read through the entire Percy Jackson book series.
I would have guessed you were rewatching certain things that you film with a certain someone. So
What?
John's the only one who got it, but that's all right.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm just playing, Sam. I'm sorry.
I'm-
If you want me to shut up about things, I'll shut up.
Anyway, what's the next movie, Andrea?
Hey, wait, freeze. Kelsey, have you ever seen the Lost Pilot episode of Full House? Because I have the box set, and the first thing is the pilot with the people that like Danny's not. They're like not all the same actors in the. Well, obviously, the pilot has different actors in place of certain people. If you've seen that, it's awesome because it's so uncomfortable. After seeing the original cast for so long, you watch this pilot and you're like, those are poor choices originally. Okay. Kelsey,
Anyway.
answer me sometime.
Milan.
Mulan.
Make a man out of you.
I love the dragon, dude.
Mushu.
You know what?
Mushu is awesome.
And I'm gonna quote Mushu right to Mike. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, and dishonor on your cow.
Mushu Guy Pan's the only thing I know about that.
Yeah, any of you guys seen the live action?
Yes.
I liked it.
Completely
So
different
agreeing.
story.
Oh,
Completely
Kelsey,
different
awesome,
story, but it was
Kelsey. You have the
good.
box set too. Kelsey, love you.
And
Box set.
I'm glad that they didn't go the route. I kind of like that they didn't go the route of the musical.
Mhm.
They went just
Wait a minute. Was there a musical first?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Animated, yeah.
The animated
No, I saw the.
Mulan.
I know. I saw the animated one. I thought you said live action. My fault.
Yeah, there's a live action one that they made a couple years ago.
Which came first? The Disney one, then that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
if it's some book. I didn't know. If
Yeah, Morgan, I will agree. I didn't like the witches.
Yeah, and
I
I
didn't
think
like
that's
the witch
where,
part.
yeah. I mean, it was really good for like the take that they were going with it, but like when you compare it to the animated movie that it's supposed to be based
yeah.
on, like you can't really compare it because it's so different.
It's just a movie of the same name. It really is.
Mm.
But the animated version was great. Mushu was hilarious. His little pet cricket. The songs were great.
I liked the value that they taught with that one was a woman can do anything a man can do, and you don't need to be a man to go fight in a war.
yeah, that song is good. I guess. The more I think about it.
My mom doesn't do that.
I agree, Morgan.
Thanks, baby. Oh no.
100%. Morgan, you're just on it tonight.
Well, it's Disney. Morgan's one of the Disney queens I know. So
Somebody wants kisses.
One of my my favorite scenes in the animated Mulan is where Mulan's being judged to see if she's suitable for a prince, and the matchmaker gets Mulan's ink all over her hands and smears it on her face, and then she gets the little mustache and goatee, and it's just so funny. I think that's gonna be my Halloween costume next year.
Bold choice, Cotton.
well, no wonder everyone likes Mushu. It's Eddie Murphy. Like, how can you not?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I do.
We got an advanced screening. We got an advanced screening of Mulan. We got to watch it in our certain theaters of all the manors went to. We got to watch that 3 weeks in advance. So I like that movie.
One thing that kind of bothered me about it is when the army guys or whatever are handing out the orders for the families to go fight the war, and Mulan, runs away with her father's orders, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know he had a son." Like, you would have thought that they would have been like, "We know he doesn't have a son. Like, who the heck are you?" And not have them take the whole movie to find out, oh, Mulan is a girl. She shouldn't even be here. She's disgraced all of China.
I had to watch Mulan again. I haven't rewatched that in a while.
Because it just makes you wonder, like, if Mulan can sneak in. I mean, yeah, she did a really good job, like, acting as a man, but, like,
I said no.
you'd think that they'd be a little more secure about, oh, we're not just going to let anybody who's got orders in their hand
Andrew, your kid is
join our army, you know what I mean?
Andrew, your kid is awesome. I can hear her.
Yeah,
That's awesome. She's making me laugh.
She's had a rough day, so for her
I heard her ask for kisses, and I was like, "That's funny."
She was having a rough day today, so I'm glad her spirits are up.
That's good.
All right, Tarzan is the next one, and
I agree, Kelsey. I agree fully.
Yep, I'm right there with her.
Been a while since I've seen Tarzan. But
Don't.
but apparently Tarzan is the brother of Elsa and Anna.
Get rid of that thing because that thing's kind of.
Interesting.
Andrew's kid is killing me.
Sorry. I have no idea what she's wanting.
I love it. She's great. She's great. She's great, Andrew. I love it.
She's talking to my husband about a game.
Oh my God, it's funny.
Tarzan. I thought this movie was fun.
Oh, ow, ow. Wait, I hurt myself.
I can't
Ouch.
find it.
I did a
Like what
soft
you got to about punching your chest.
It's like, but I'll hurt myself because I'm so.
I want to keep
Sits
that.
over here.
Something Morgan saying to Sam. So
Yeah, it's something Sam has to read.
That is for me.
The rumor, and I don't know, Maury, if it was ever proven,
Get rid of that.
if
Get rid of
Disney
that.
ever
Let her have off.
made a
Yes, Kelsey.
um
I would do that.
I don't know
Yes.
if Disney ever like commented on it, but the theory was, the Disney fan theory was that Tarzan's parents, because they were in a shipwreck, and we heard that Elsa and Anna's parents died in a shipwreck. So the theory was, could Tarzan be their brother, and they didn't actually die in the shipwreck?
Here you go, Sam. Another one.
But like I said, that was just a theory.
Morgan's done the research, though.
yep, you have Morgan actively looking stuff up to him. So
She's awesome. Like Andrea said earlier, Morgan is on point.
One thing I liked about Tarzan was it was interesting, like you got this baby who's raised by apes, and then he gets his first encounter with humans and learns that he's not an ape but a human. And I thought that was just kind of interesting. Like Disney just got a different take of like, oh, this is how can we make this movie different from all the others? Because they could have just had Tarzan live in the nature and not be like, animal quality, but they rolled with it. They're like, we're gonna raise Tarzan as if he were an ape, and then he's got to in turn learn how to live like a human. And I kind of thought that was interesting.
Sam, this is for you, so I just put it up.
Yes, I see that.
Okay.
And that is interesting. That I did not know, Morgan.
see, I like the thing that sticks out to me about Tarzan is the music. Because I'm a big Phil Collins fan,
Yes, I like the soundtrack to that movie.
and Phil Collins had a lot of input on the Tarzan soundtrack, which was absolutely amazing. Because Elton John had a lot to do with the Lion King soundtrack.
Oh, Ellen John's song I played that thing everywhere. I love that song.
So Disney wanted to try to keep up with the, I guess, popular music. So Elton John got the Lion King, Phil Collins got Tarzan. So
Yeah, wait a minute. Sam and Morgan, is there some timeline you guys put all the movies on?
You do realize that Disney is all in one universe.
Right, but everything goes together like that? I don't know.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I do not believe this.
You realize that you can see one of the big ones is that one of the big things that proves like everything is in the same universe is that the Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story is in like 7 or 8 different movies. It's always the same truck with the same rocket, and it always says Pizza Planet on it.
That is all in your and Morgan's mind.
no, dude, like I have seen in hits of different Disney movies and other Disney movies. So, dude,
I'm going to have to read about this because I did not know that.
Finding
Well-
Nemo is one of them, where the Pixar ball and toys of, like, I want to say maybe Monsters Inc. are foreshadowed in the dentist office.
I'm about to get yelled at. I have not seen Monsters Inc.
My kids just watched it for
Okay,
the first time yesterday.
John, you need to kick Mike off the stream. Mike, you need to go watch it. Go.
All right.
Go watch it. It's so good. Monsters University, I think, was a great prequel, but so good.
Aren't there
that one.
3 movies or just 2?
Just two.
Just so Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. Come on, you
Gotcha.
have the name Mike. You're supposed to be the wise guy, and like Mike was
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Maybe if the movie was on Laserdiscs, I would have watched it.
Something that I thought was interesting that I was reading with Tarzan was that they claimed that this was their
Kelsey, I
last
am gonna see it.
successful animated movie
Alright.
until 2013. But like when I'm looking at the Disney timeline, I'm like, it's kind of surprising because there are some really good animated Disney movies that were released before 2013.
Yeah. Now, has Tarzan ever been considered to be a live action movie or no?
I think so. I think they talked about it at one point. I remember hearing a little bit in rumors, but that might have just been like fan
I will, Kelsey. I will.
fan talk.
Right away.
Because like I feel something like Tarzan could be actually done in like as a real live action movie and actually a pretty good story. Because like it deals with the actual real person. Same with Hercules. Like if you wanted to pick like live action movies to do for Disney, the ones that actually have a base character behind it, you could do. Something like The Lion King and all that, you should have left alone. So
It
It's like-
does look like just
They're
on
making one, actually.
Yeah, they're making a live action with Lily Collins, Jan Gonzalez. It's
Thank you,
directed
Kelsey.
by John Favreau
I promise, Kelsey, I will have the homework done for you.
and Willow
I'm
Smith.
seeing-
Yeah, it's supposed
I'm-
to be released in 2023.
Kelsey, I will do this.
I'm seeing one that's casting Jason Momoa and Keira Knightley.
That's for the Friday the 13th remake.
What?
Nothing.
Tarzan the 13th, Mike.
Can you
No,
imagine that?
I'm looking at a Tarzan presented by Disney with Jason Momoa as Tarzan, Keira Knightley as the girl. Also having Kevin Spacey, Brad Garrett, Kate Blanche.
Ooh, Kevin Spacey's going to be there?
Like, this is sounding like an interesting movie. The film will be distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures on July 12th, 2024.
And they're cool with Kevin Spacey now.
I guess so.
Well, he was acquitted in his most recent trial, so.
But I don't see the one that you're looking at.
All I did was Google Tarzan live action. It was
Yeah,
the
that's-
first thing.
I'd like to live action Tarzan Disney.
Because I like your cast better.
Here, I'll do this. I'll make it easy for you. Check Facebook. I'll put the link in the group.
He is yummy, Morgan. He is very yummy. Love Jason Momoa.
I just sent the link, Andrea.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent it in the group chat. I see it too.
Yeah, I was like, I like your cast a lot better than the one I was reading.
I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I'm not the biggest Jason Momoa fan. I mean, he's not a bad actor. I'm just not the biggest fan of his. As a person, he's great.
Mhm.
But as it could be an interesting cast as him. I mean, he'd fit.
He's Aquaman.
And one I was reading before the cast was announced was people were saying that Ryan Reynolds should have been cast to play Tarzan.
No.
No way.
Could you imagine?
Keep him as Deadpool and Free Guy.
And no more Green Lantern. None of that stuff.
Keep Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and Free Guy. But
That would not be a good
You
casting.
guys sound very animated about that. So
Because there's no way that that's a good casting.
no, it's not. He doesn't have the body build for it at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. They are Morgan with Deadpool and Wolverine.
I know. How did that become? I know what's his name didn't want to do the Wolverine with him. How did they get him to agree to that?
Who knows?
Because that was what's his name? Guy plays Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman?
Was not down with that at all. It was
Not-
all Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool trying to get him to do that.
Oh, if you haven't seen some of the preview, like the commercials that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have done for like the release of this like the this is gonna happen type things, they are hilarious.
I seen one of them.
They are all. I think there's
And it
like
was
2 or 3
funny.
of them.
I
They're
seen one. It was
hilarious.
funny. The one I saw was very funny. You're right.
But right now, Hugh Jackman's finishing up on Broadway with The Music Man.
Yeah, my
Really?
my aunt got to go see that and absolutely loved it.
Okay, I love the movie The Music Man. I love it a lot.
He plays the main character in Music Man.
He plays the guy.
Yeah,
The me-
alongside
He's the leader of the band. He's that guy.
Yeah.
The scams. All right, really.
yeah, and he plays what's her name?
The capital P, and that stands for pool. I love that song.
He's playing Sutton.
So he plays the guy that
Sutton
sings
Foster.
76 trombones in the big parade. Well, 110. That song. He's that character.
I am this close to possibly going to see that over the Christmas break. The last showing is January 1st. And then he's done with Music Man.
Do you like the movie, Sam?
It's a good movie, yeah.
I love that movie.
Been a long time since I've seen it, but
I own this on Blu-ray. I love it.
mail it to me so I can watch it again.
I'll
mail it
copy and
back.
send it. I'll send it to you. On Blu-ray, I'll just burn it to Blu-ray.
You didn't say what I thought you were gonna say.
What was I supposed
Oh
to say?
no. We're gonna
What was
stop
I
here and
supposed
move on. No, we are gonna stop here and move on.
What do I have to say?
Moving on. So Tarzan.
Oh, never
uh,
mind. I now know
Billy
what you're
Collins.
talking about. I love you. I love you, Andrew.
Love you
So
too.
Phil Collins, best song in Tarzan, "I'll Be in Your Heart," or "You'll Be in My Heart."
You'll be in my heart.
Mike, we
I
need you
agree.
to sing that right now on cue. Go.
What do you want me to do? Leave?
no,
No,
You'll
need
Be
to
in My
sing
Heart.
You'll Be in My Heart.
you'll
What?
be in.
You need
my
to sing
heart.
"You'll Be in My Heart" from
I don't know.
Tarzan.
I don't know the song.
Yes, you do. Don't
Then
lie.
you're
be-
fired.
He'll,
What do you know, Mike?
how's it start?
I gotta do everything for you, Mike.
I play. What is it? Start it out. What does this song sound like?
Hold on.
Thanks, Kelsey. Have a good night.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Kelsey. I'll do the
Bye,
homework you
guys.
asked me to. Kelsey, I'll do the homework. I promise.
Better. I know where he lives, Cal, so I'll take care of him for you.
He'll slap me around.
Do more than slap you around.
So it's a song from Tarzan.
Careful, don't get copyrighted.
And that's from Tarzan.
Yep.
I will look at Jason's abs.
See, if they actually make,
Andrew.
if that is true, and we have Jason Momoa coming to us as Tarzan, like people thought that Aquaman was big because of Jason Momoa's abs. Now we're gonna get an entire movie of him in nothing but a loincloth.
I would literally lick butter off that man's ass. Facts. Andrew's daughter.
Can you
I love
still
your-
hear her? She's in
Yeah.
the bedroom now.
No, I can hear her. She still makes you laugh when I can make out words. It's funny.
Oh,
It's all good. It's all good.
All right.
They're-
What's up
They're
next?
watching Hotel Transylvania because they were
Ooh.
sad that they missed watching that for Halloween.
Did they watch that?
2000.
Did they watch The Great Pumpkin?
No, we couldn't find where to watch it.
Ooh, I own it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen it, and I wanted to see it.
Voodoo.
We looked
Sam,
online and couldn't find it.
I
Voodoo.
found it. I found it in the $5 bin at Walmart like 5 or 6 years ago. So it was cool. I like it.
So the last animated movie of the 90s was
Uh-oh, here we
Fantasia
go.
2000, and I've never seen it.
I've never seen that. Sam, how about you, buddy?
I have. I mean, it's exactly like Fantasia, new music, but same idea. It's a lot of music, and the music, there's no words. It's it is all just you see the animations and everything goes along with the music. They're fun to watch. If you enjoy just the music and having little animated videos that go along with the music. I always prefer the first one, but in the original.
Yeah, never seen it.
Understandable.
My friend Shannon's tuning in watching Hotel
Oops.
American Horror Story.
Nice.
My wife stopped watching after season 5, I think. She
I'm
used to
sure my
watch
mom
that.
watches it too, but
Where is your mom tonight?
she's probably getting ready for a road trip. They are leaving tomorrow for a week. Her and my dad are going on a road trip for their 25th wedding anniversary. So
Where they
That
going?
is awesome.
they're going to, I think, to upstate New York and up north.
Nice.
Oh, May 23rd next year, 25 years. Woo!
May
How she put-
23rd?
How she put up with me for coming on 25 years, nobody knows.
Wait, is that, you said May 23rd?
Yeah, May 33rd of next year is my 25th wedding anniversary.
Chrissy
Yeah, I got-
filed his
I
divorce
got-
papers May 22nd.
I got
Shit.
married May 21st.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. What year?
There you go. May 22nd is perfect.
How long you been
What year-
married?
What year? 2011.
You've been married
12 years
11.
next year.
12 years, yeah. Way to go.
I've been single for 8 years.
Instead of planting a tree for that, I would cut down a tree.
Okay, but
Gotcha.
Wow.
okay. So the next movie is the first movie of the 2000s. I've never seen this one. I've never heard of this one, but it's apparently called Dinosaur.
Not to be confused with TV show, right?
You sure it's not Jurassic Park?
They said
not
this is. And then
no,
you see
okay.
in the very first note is this is Disney's version of Jurassic Park, but the dinosaurs don't live in a park.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay then.
All right. That's good enough.
No, okay, so it's a good movie. So it's about this group of think
Morgan
Land
saw
Before
it.
Time. Think Land Before Time.
More modernized.
Type movie. But this is it's like a group of dinosaurs, and they're trying to migrate from one place to the next. And
Dang.
they run into problems, but it's what's up, Martin?
Come on.
Martin, my brother.
Another Andrea fan.
That's
Andrew,
my twin. That's my twin brother. Can't you see the resemblance? Like
Oh, yeah, that-
we look
no.
exactly alike.
You guys look exactly alike. Not so much the ears, but everything else.
But Dinosaurs was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I remember it. And you guys have probably maybe not watched the movie, but you probably know it, and you've probably seen like the cover of the movie.
I've
So
been
I
watching
was
like
looking at it, and
dinosaurs,
it doesn't seem
All right,
familiar to me in one bit.
I'm
Really?
so-
gonna go look at it. See what I can see here.
But when we're talking about dinosaurs, my favorite dinosaur movie was We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. That one's fantastic.
Yes.
Well, way back a dinosaur story.
We're back.
We're
at
back.
Dinosaurs.
WE''RE. We're
Never
back.
heard of it.
We are back.
I bet if you
Great
look
movie.
at if you Google it, you'll be like, oh, I remember.
Okay,
that.
well, this poster looks familiar because I was in movies. I was working at the movie theaters at the time, but I don't remember seeing it. Huh. Don't
Like I
know.
said, I don't think I've seen Dinosaur the movie. I watched Dinosaurs the TV show back in the day.
Not the mama. Not the mama.
Mama.
That was a good movie.
Mama.
Martin, I like that movie too.
It-
But I wouldn't
it-
call it. It's not the best dinosaur movie, but it is very, very good. He is right.
So moving on in the 2000s, we move into the Emperor's New Groove. I just watched
No
this the other day
touchy.
and I love it. I love when Yzma's like, do you have the poison? And it's not just poison, it's the poison for Kuzco, the poison that's specifically made for Kuzco. Like, just oversells it, and I love the silliness of this movie.
I don't think I probably watched this before, and Morgan probably can tell me I've watched it with her, but I can't remember it. So
You got Emperor Kuzco, who's full of himself.
Andrew's daughter killed me.
Oh yeah, she's listening to It's Raining Tacos.
It's when she sings or says something makes me laugh. Sorry. It's a good thing.
But anyway, so Emperor Kuzco, he's so full of himself. He thinks he's the most important person in the world. Everybody and everything needs to revolve around him. So
But it does.
That sounds like my life story.
his assistant
We know, Mike.
wants to take over his empire and sets out to poison him, but in turn, instead of poisons him, turns him into a llama. And Emperor Kuzco has the realization of, oh, I better start treating people with respect and treat them the way that I want to be treated. And it's just fun. Like the whole movie, the whole time you're laughing because when they're at the restaurant and they're like, no llamas allowed. So you got the llama who's dressing up as an old lady
And they're going in and out of the kitchen.
yeah. Yeah.
And then Yzma and Kronk come in, and they're in and out of everybody's in and out of the kitchen. But then there's Kuzco.
That movie's just
I'm
good.
a llama. I love that part.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever.
I have not seen that.
Yes, I love that line, Martin.
I remember the movie, but I haven't watched it in years.
Oh, it's so good.
I remember at one point in my life when I first got married, this was my favorite movie of all time. So when it got released on Blu-ray, I remember like making a big deal that I had to have this one on Blu-ray. So my husband went out and bought it for me for my birthday.
Nice.
Shannon is disagreeing.
It's a line in the movie. It's, you threw off my groove.
Oh, never mind.
You don't want to throw off the Emperor's groove. Because if you throw off his groove, he throws
I got a
your
lot of
groove
movies to
away.
watch. I got a lot of movies to watch.
I feel bad, much do I.
Squeakers.
So based with
Look at
this
Andrew's
movie,
30th anniversary thing.
I know, thank you.
This is the best line from this movie is still pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong
Wrong lever.
Why do we even have that lever?
As
Did
he's kicking the
any of
crocodile.
you guys see the Holy Grail Monty Python?
I have
Any of you?
one time, and it was
Sam?
like last
What is the
year.
airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
So you've seen it. I love when the guy goes, "What's your favorite color?" Red. No, I mean blue. He gets tossed into the pit. That just reminded me of that. I love that thing.
Anyway, so here's my question with this movie: if you were Emperor Kuzco and you got turned into an animal instead of poisoned, which animal would you hope to turn into?
Says llama's already been taken.
I would want to be a. Did you say cow?
Cat. C-A-T.
Oh, see, I was gonna say cow
Meow.
because of that one scene where the guy goes, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home? And then he's just like, you're excused.
You know what? I'll come back as a pig.
What
Rolling
about you,
around in
John?
filth. And plus you gotta kill
Any
me.
animal or
I'm
from
yummy.
this movie?
Any animal.
Any
Monkey.
animal, dude.
Monkey.
Cat,
Whoop.
because then I could just lay around, sleep, eat, and then sleep some more.
Don't forget, like, I mean, if you want a cat, say I'll give you my niece's cat. I can't stand the damn thing. I'll mail it to you.
I don't think they allow you to mail live animals.
They won't know it. I'll stuff the thing.
Let me test that theory. I'll use my daughter as the test subject.
I mean, just put it in a stand-up box mug and poke holes in the side of it. Say it's a live plant. You'll never know.
It's a talking fly trap.
Yep. Wait a minute.
Okay, what's next after Emperor's New Groove?
One that you love, Sam. Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh, such a good movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's such a good movie. And it would be like if there are a few movies that people have gone and they've already picked out like who the perfect cast would be.
Mm-hmm.
Danny DeVito as Mole Man would be perfect.
Agree.
What gets me with this movie is it states here that this was one of the worst performing films from Disney and ended up being a box office bomb. And that surprises me because I actually liked this movie and thought it was well done. Thanks, Martin.
Thank you,
Love
Martin.
you.
Arthur's the man.
The thing about Atlantis is they didn't advertise it the way they did Toy Story, the way they did Tarzan, the way they did a lot of their other movies.
I never saw that movie.
It wasn't as advertised. They didn't market it the way that they did others. So it was a failure on their part, not because it's not a great movie, because it is a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie. I remember I didn't watch it until it had already been released on VHS DVD.
Yeah.
And I only got into it because my stepbrothers were into it.
But I mean, you could make this into a live action movie and it would be amazing.
Easily. And this one would be one where it doesn't matter how good or bad it is, it will still be a good live action movie.
Yeah. And so I think, but Disney doesn't. Like, let me see. Trying to look it up here. Let's see.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but I was thinking 2 more and then calling it a night, at least for me.
I agree. I got soccer tomorrow.
So,
I gotta work at 7. I was late today as it is.
I'm trying to think. Trying to remember some of these names. Danny DeVito as Mole Man. If you guys have seen Fast and Furious, she plays Letty.
Yeah. Everyone knows Letty.
Having her play the girl mechanic, whose name I can't remember. Those are the 2 I can remember. Here we go.
Bueller.
Can you hear my daughter, Mike? She's talking about a hairbrush now.
I can hear her. That's what I'm saying. I was getting ready to laugh. I'm listening to her. She's so funny.
It's 9 o'clock. How is that girl like so awake? Because she's not been sleeping well because she's been stuffed up. But I think it's funny. Like, it's nice that she's in good spirits.
It's good that she has a cold and she's tired. See, what I got from my daughter was a trank gun. I'm just like, Dad, you're such a to bed with you.
Yeah, Jenny Ortega, that's her name.
Yep, I know you. Well,
Yeah, Jenny Ortega is Audrey Ramirez. Tony Shalhoub as Vinny,
Monk,
the
Monk, Monk,
explosive
Monk,
expert.
Monk. I love that show. Monk.
Yeah.
He's so good in that movie.
Terry Crews.
Terry
as the-
Crews.
So Terry Crews as the black doctor guy, the very muscular black doctor dude.
I love it when he shakes his body. man.
Either him or Mike Coulter.
Mike, I'm sending
Um,
you something to laugh at.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, so next on the list, sorry, Sam,
you're
Lilo
good.
and Stitch.
Ohana
and
means
Stitch.
family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
He's not laughing at you, Sam.
No, I know.
Oh my god.
Sam, I'll send it to you too because it's great.
Oh my god.
I told you you'd laugh.
Oh my
I don't
god.
wanna
That's
know.
awesome.
I don't know
Okay.
if I want to know, but I'm gonna
It's
look
funny,
anyway.
John. I'll show you.
Okay. Well, Lilo and Stitch.
That
Yeah.
is so good.
Oh boy. Oh, look at it.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my god, that was funny.
If my friend
is-
Colleen was in here, she'd go on a rant because it's her favorite movie ever. She
I
actually has
love
Lilo
Lilo.
tattooed on her.
Wait, where we go now?
Lilo-
What movie?
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
But I love
Lilo and
that Lilo is
Stitch
so
is awesome.
obsessed with Elvis, and it's just so fun.
It's a great
And I
movie.
love that it's Hawaiian and it's different than what Disney's typically focused on. They introduce you to aliens, they introduce you to the Hawaiian culture.
Family.
And you got two young girls. I mean, Lilo being the youngest with her sister Nani. They lost their parents. Nani's raising Lilo as her own. And
Shannon, I'm sorry. Yeah, we actually did talk about that earlier. I apologize.
Yes,
all
we
good.
did. That was about an hour ago.
Probably.
Lilo and Stitch was awesome from start to finish. I thought the movie was hysterical. Andrew's right. It was a different type of movie. I loved it.
excuse me.
The Elvis obsession, everything was funny about that.
Mm-hmm. And the music is fun as well. Like, not the most memorable music, but the music for the movie I felt was like just perfect.
Yep. My friend has this massive tattoo on his arm of us. He's got stitching them on his arm. It's awesome. He's got all Disney tattoos. That's
A
one
lot
of
of
them.
work.
He's had a lot of work done.
I have Harry Potter and Zelda. And a Bible.
Tattoos?
Yeah.
Very good, man. I'm afraid of needles. I forget it. My wife goes, "You will cry like a little bitch." So I'm like, all right. Oh, what is that?
That's
That's
very
cool.
hard. I'll
Oh,
take
there
a
it
picture
is.
of it. It's
All
like
right,
I'll
send it to
I'll
me.
send you a picture, but it's I've got Fluffy, the Deathly Hallows, and then the Marauder map, book, broom, and glasses. And then I have a hedgehog here, and then my
See-
semicolon there.
I saw your semicolon, and I saw your other one on your wrist. I want to get a better look at your arm tattoo, though.
Oh, I'll send you a picture. I'm gonna get a phoenix and the Hogwarts castle on that arm too.
Awesome. I just found out something today. What's his name? Didn't know it was a fake. It was a fake Phoenix. The guy that played Dumbledore didn't know that the Phoenix wasn't real.
Interesting.
I've
So
heard
the
that. I'm like,
last
really?
movie of the night is another one of Sam's favorites, Treasure Planet.
Yes.
Never seen it.
I
Nope.
didn't get into it as a kid, but I really do enjoy it.
Daddy, Daddy.
Messing around, the animals keep making me go in.
She's awesome.
She's gonna go restart her phone. Don't worry, guys. She's gonna go restart that phone.
She's hysterical.
So, Sam, tell us about your favorite movie
Go ahead,
Treasure
Sam.
Planet. What was yours?
Oh, the movie is just, it was ahead of its time, and I honestly
Mm.
feel like that is why it didn't do as successfully as it could. It was ahead of its time.
As wasn't it? If I remember, it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's a futuristic based movie, isn't it?
Yeah. It is basically Treasure Island, but I mean, it literally is just Treasure Island. But you put it in a futuristic setting.
Hmm.
And the creativity with this movie that they had was just amazing. What are you doing, John?
John, I'm not doing anything.
I was trying to change stuff. I'm sorry.
But the creativity of the movie, the adventure of the movie, and just watching the main character for the first time, it's like go on this adventure that he's always been dreaming about,
Hmm.
and just getting to sort of experience it with him and go on this journey with him was awesome.
And they've got the flying ship, right? Like
Yeah.
the pirate ship that flies.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. 'Cause it's been a couple years since I've seen it, but I just
I
remember
haven't
like my
seen it.
stepbrothers would. Oh, this was always like the movie that we'd watch when we'd get together. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it, man. It has a cast of voice actors that are incredible.
Oh, yes. It does.
and
It's
I
good.
agree with you, Sam, when earlier when you mentioned like this would make a fantastic live action.
It really would. And it's another one of those that fans have already put up their, like, for years. They have been coming up with this fantasy cast of here's the cast that would just blow this movie out of the water
Hmm.
with top
Ooh.
name A-list actors and actresses that would be able to play some of these roles just absolutely perfectly.
That was a mega flop movie,
What?
Treasure Planet.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a movie that was ahead of its time.
Oh, that's right, Sam. I'm sorry. you
I
just said it.
think had it been released like now in the the 20th century, 21st century, whatever century we're in now, I really think that it would have had a lot better
Following.
mhm,
Yeah.
and it would have
And-
had a better box office. And
Well, it's this movie and Atlantis are two of those movies that they were just sort of ahead of their time, and we didn't realize how good they were until much later on
hmm,
when we grew up and went, "Oh, this is actually an amazing movie."
yeah. And I think I'm gonna watch this tonight actually after the show because like now that we're talking about it, I'm like I remember and I can picture it, but like I don't remember a lot of it. But like
Is it on Disney Plus?
yeah.
Yes. It is on Disney Plus.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Just log in to any given Disney.
Has Disney gone away from the vault finally, or do they still vault crap?
I haven't heard about movies going in the vault lately.
I hope that's
Not since Disney Plus came out.
done. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
There are very few, very few movies that are quote in the vault.
I know when it's permanently in the vault. Song of the South, you have to buy
Yeah.
it to watch it.
Song of the South. There's some of those movies that they have said, okay, we're just gonna keep this in here.
Gotcha.
So it will never be on Disney
Anything.
Plus. It will never be on. Yeah.
I agree with
Um,
Andrew. That might have been the last one. I want to wrap it up too. So I got
Yeah,
something
so
games.
we're about halfway through the animated Disney movies. So I felt like this was a good place to wrap up with.
I was just
when we
agreeing with you,
can-
Andrew.
It's like when we continue on the next show, we'll we'll pick up with Peter Pan 2 and
I'll
dive into the
I'll make-
later 2000s.
I'm sorry, Andrea. I'll take better notes next time before the show. I apologize.
Oh, no
for that.
worries.
We're doing Star Wars next week, right? Part
Wait,
2.
wait. What have we not gotten to Brother Bear yet?
No, that's after Peter Pan 2.
Okay.
So that'll be next Disney show.
Andrea,
Mike,
we're doing
I'll-
Star Wars next, right?
I'll have to talk to you about that.
Okay. Talk to you later about it.
I might have something coming up, but I'll let you know.
I totally
'Cause
understand.
it's supposed to snow all week, so we'll see.
Okay. Sounds
Send
good.
some of that snow down here. I want some.
It was 25 degrees today.
I'll take
It
it.
was miserable. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, move to a,
thank you
move
guys.
To a state, move to a state that people care about. Then you'll be all right, Sam.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to get a last jab. I get a last jab in it, Sam. Okay, everybody, I'll shut up. Andrew's gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And as always, thank you, John, Mike, and Sam for helping the show be what it is. And I love talking movies with you guys. I mean, I know tonight I didn't bring the same energy that I usually do. I'm just tired and rough week.
I think
at
we all have a
work,
case of
so-
5 days. I tossed and turned till 4:30 this morning and overslept. I was an hour and a half late to work, but that was on me. I went on an epic tirade last night in the group chat, so I apologize. I'm making Sam about that.
Why are you apologizing for that? I don't understand. You hear the crap I say on these shows, and everybody gets mad at me. I mean, seriously,
It wasn't as bad as I was.
I can imagine how pissed off you were just by reading that.
Did
wasn't
you not read the chat?
I read it, but it wasn't that vicious or anything. It was. He was angry, very angry. I can see that, but
Well, put it to you this way, maybe lose sleep, and I was an hour and a half late to work. So if my boss is watching that right now, Joe, I'll be there at 7 tomorrow morning, I promise.
it's gonna be tough for them to win 2 straight with Houston.
Kevin, bring Morgan, and you guys can come play in the snow with me. We just got the kids' snow sleds.
Excuse
Hey,
me.
you're in. Okay, Sam's in Texas, and you are in. I don't wanna
Utah.
say- I was going to say Colorado again for some reason.
Close.
That's
My
right. You're
cousin-
that's right. You're in Utah. John's 2 miles from
Okay.
me.
Everybody, road trip to Utah, and we're all going sledding.
Well, 'cause we got
Yeah,
big concept
yeah,
on the way.
Trip. I've been to Salt Lake. I love the Salt Lake.
I mean, we're already planning a trip to see Sam.
I changed my mind. I'm not going anymore.
Are you going? You're going to Sam's.
I changed my mind on that. I'm not going anymore.
Sam, I will never meet you in person because you'll kill me.
I probably will.
I would not.
He probably will.
I mean, like you're about a
Thank
foot
you,
taller,
Andrew.
and then all Sam needs to do is punch in the gut.
That's it.
Anyway,
Not much.
No, it will
Good
make it
night,
really easy to
everybody.
take my sword and jab upwards.
That's it. Roast me
Yeah.
for dinner.
okay, guys, say goodnight.
Good night.
I actually have a brand new outro. I hope everybody likes it. I redid it a little bit.
Ooh, sweet.
Mike, I'll see you tomorrow night. Probably at bowling, I hope.
See you, Bone Sir.
Nah, don't get kicked out of more soccer games.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
In
But-
trouble again.
Yeah, Andrew, Mike, Sam, have a good night. And here's the brand new outro I made. Hope you guys like it.